venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Terrapins will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
Your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This is a a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He holds one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Jeffrey. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete.
Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Abraham. Bounced off his feet. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll try to do it himself. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. That's caught. It's Browning. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Here's the handoff. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Carney. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Direct snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Avant. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Rides to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting. Turning it on! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They want to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble!
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks away on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up by 30 over BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Avant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. The 40, the 30, inside the, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
From midfield, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's complete to the right.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Got a little space. Hard running there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
There he goes. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Rides fakes the back and leaves it on the option.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Oh, what a cut! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Nunez. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Crooks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Carney. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Carney. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll... Stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Delay of game, offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking for room. It's Cooks. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short.
3:25.
They'll go to the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Got a man. It's Cooks. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jukes his way for more. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick strike complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in this. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff to the lone back. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, he'll take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Browning. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is